My partner and I, we used to shop a lot in LA and I'd do these very far drives from South Orange County to Melrose. And we're just kind of think of an alternative to be like, how can we provide like the same style and express our individual fashion tastes to like the Orange County area? So we're like, you know what, like both of us, we just graduated. We're kind of like, what do we want to do? It's like, maybe we should venture out and attempt to do like a sneaker and clothing business. And from there, we got the blessing from his father and then like initial investment, and we got to kind of start this project together. So it was pretty cool. The name Attic actually originated back from our San Diego roots. So San Diego, the location in San Diego was actually our first store. And at the time we were just opening up our business and we were taking over this, it was called the Chinaman Shoe Shop down on Fifth Avenue. And we were kind of running on a deadline to kind of decide on a name for our business. And this location in San Diego actually was unique. It had like an upstairs attic. And just because the store was so unique with an attic in the store, you could actually walk up to the attic. We just kind of fell on that name. We opened in 2006, and we just saw a growing, interest within the sneakers and fashion and all that. So we've kind of felt like we predicted correctly in terms of jumping on at the right time and kind of getting in before it's become more of a mainstream type industry. The interior of the store is very industrial based, and we felt like we needed something that was like mechanical or something moving to kind of show that we're about progress and we're about movement and progressing forward. And we felt like the conveyor belt not only showcased just the elements of industry and things like that, but it was symbolic of movement and progression. With most of our stores, we have 3 locations. We're very focused on keeping the original design of the store. And then this original store, after it's torn down, seemed very industrial. I think it's like a 50s building, so a lot of bricks were left over and open ceilings and stuff like that. So we wanted to preserve as much as we can. Actually, when we first opened, a lot of kids would come in with their parents, and parents would think the store was still not open to the public. So they're kind of like, oh, we'll come back when you guys open. Like, oh, actually, no, we're done. This is like the complete thing. So this one keeps it very industrial and very like traditional with 1950s and interior design. Whereas I have my other locations, like Alhambra, for example, was an old art gallery. So we utilizing a lot of the interior fixtures that were there before to make them like shoe displays and stuff like that. The original branding of Attic was just, we were initially a multi-shop. The main thing was to kind of just sell a lot of our favorite brands in the store and just kind of display the way we wanted to. And from there, it kind of like, we had our own following because a lot of people depended on us to kind of pick out what were the hot brands for the area. Like streetwear, action sports skate was kind of relatively new to this area. I mean, there's always been core skate, but from this evolution of skate to like street was a little bit different. So from there, we had to kind of like make sure to pick the right brands, make sure no whack brands came into here, and make sure the kids were dressing proper so they would wear the right things to school and not get clowned on.
So the aesthetic of Primitive is, in fact, your guy Bobby Hundreds described it best. He said, Primitive is a futuristic interpretation